Hi, I'm Shannon, and I'm a LiveStrong survivor. So before I came into finding LiveStrong, I was struggling with my own workout routine and wasn't getting my goals met. I wasn't able to keep up with my, at that point in time, year-old, and just needed some help getting a regular routine into my workout regimen. And so after going to a support group that was offered by my local hospital, I came to take the initiative to find the Racine branch that offered LiveStrong. And at that point in time, I met with Andrea, and it was what I needed to do. So now looking back at it, I am very excited that I took the opportunity because I've overexceeded my goals. So there's a point in your diagnosis where you're sad. There's a point in your diagnosis where you're scared. There's a point in your diagnosis where you're unsure and you don't know what to do and you're angry, and especially being young and being a new mother and being a wife, I wanted to be strong for not only myself, but for every single one of my family members. When they recommended the LiveStrong program, it was a light bulb flashing in my eyes that said, you need to do this. There was just this lift of, okay, I got this, I'm gonna do this. And although I went through a re-diagnosis, and although I had to rejoin the program again after I was done with all of my tedious chemo and radiation regime to get rid of the cancer, it was a blessing to have another opportunity to start the program again. I had to relive those emotions of anger. I had to relive the emotions of why me? What can I do, and why am I going to do it? And so you have to rethink those goals, and those goals need to be for yourself. And everybody else in your family or in your friend group will support you with making those goals. And that's what I found out. You ask for the help and you'll get the help. You'll ask for hope and you're going to get hope. So when joining the LiveStrong, I not only met friends during my first session, but also my second session. And that second session, I found the strength by staying consistent with my Tuesday, Thursday, come on in and do my balance work. And after my balance work, I was able to do the machines and do the cardio. And if my body was telling me, you gotta take it slow, I took it slow. But the whole point of it for myself was to meet my goals. My goals were to be able to keep up with my son at the playground, to be able to do the physical activities and hiking with my husband, with my mom and my dad, and to just keep up with life, everyday life, go grocery shopping by myself. I had lifting restrictions, so to get rid of those lifting restrictions and push myself to add more weight so that I could carry my son, my 2-year-old son. So I find that if any of that resonates with a person, if there's this like little violin in your ear saying, you should probably do this, or you're sitting on the couch and you're like, man, I really need to get better, or I really want to do this, all you have to do is take the initiative and take the first step to do it by asking your resources. If you use your resources, those resources more than likely are going to point you to a program like LiveStrong. So when you are invited to be a part of the LiveStrong program, what's awesome is that you receive a free membership to be able to bring not only yourself when you're not going through class, but then your family. I think the biggest blessing for me being a part of the membership was getting to know the trainers, having the trainers at your side and giving you the right tips and techniques to bench press the things that you needed to, or to use the leg press in this way or that way. It just gave you that professional perspective that you don't necessarily have on an everyday thought process. It's almost like they were your, what is that called? They were your echo. You'd be confidently doing something and they're like, you gotta make sure that you have to stop here, and then you'd feel it even more. You'd feel that burn in the way that you were supposed to, and you're like, oh, dang, I should have just not done this in front of you. But of course, it's for the better, and it's for the opportunity to strengthen yourself and to be the best that you can be.
We're gonna bring out that introverted.
Sounds good to me.
All right. As you all know, I started this program, was it August of 2017? And I then, unfortunately, before halfway through, I got re-diagnosed, so I had to undergo chemo radiation. I had to quit the program, and it stunk. You know, for me, kind of piggybacking off of Norma there, like it makes you feel less confident at that point in time when you all know that, you know, you're when you get that stage. And anyway, so throughout this whole time, I feel very, very close to myself physically. I feel like it's strengthened me way beyond my expectations of my goals, which is awesome. I'm able to keep up with my little guy without getting winded now, and that was my main priority and main goal. But I couldn't have done it without every single one of your guys' conversations and smiles, and the fact that we all made a commitment, you know. So we became our family, you know, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I appreciated every single one of those small conversations and smiles, and even when I didn't want to come either. It's just one of those things where you're just like, okay, I can't let them down, and I'll go. And then you feel great afterwards. Yeah. So it's a great reminder that even on those days that are cloudy, you got to be the sunshine. So thank you all for being my sunshine. So I also wanted to share with each and every one of you, I'll pass it along, where one of my girlfriends, when I was going through treatment, she sent, well, it was either right after or right during, she sent this magnet to me, and I couldn't make you magnets, I'm sorry, but I look at this every day on my fridge, and it just makes me remember on those bad days and on the good days to just keep going, whether that means for you keep going and working out, or whether that means just keep going with a positive attitude, or just keep going for the day. It doesn't matter. So I wanted to share that inspiration with you, because I know it really makes me happy to look at that every day. So.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Just give me a wink. There you go.